Man, this game is crazy. You know, you come out here 1 week, you look like a major champion. The next week, you look like a 25 handicapper from Crabapple, North Dakota. But
let's go, bro.
3 shots, 4 par, I just do 2, 1 putt, par 4, birdie, ooh, new driver, info, replace, M2, par 5, fairway, what you fin do? Think I'll try to get on into, start right, good line, good view, it drew, shooter McGavin, 2 thumbs that's up high and 2 fingers pointed at you, pew pew, fairway to green, conk off that I'm playing. Sometimes these part 3 green look like an island, a punch and to keep it on dry land, at least I'm a try man, up with the 5 and might use the trap man. I got a check man, line tango ball speed, rate of that backsman, and where that ball land. Watch that's on my hand, is yours not the time, man. Yeah, that's my garment. I feel like Ron, man. Not talking noodles, I'm talking about John, man. And Gary Woodland, stripes over Travis Fulton, got me striping like Dustin Johnson. 59 watchdog, the way down.
Take number 2, baby. Episode 184. Nothing is OB South Texas Golf Podcast. Hey, Brucey, we're back once again.
Let's go. Hey, I was like, Andy, are we live?
Ooh, man, and I came with the fire, right? I came with the fire, guys.
Yeah, you were
television. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Tonight's show is a banger. We're gonna have the Texas golf writer Art Stricklin on the show, award-winning Texas golf writer Art Stricklin on the show tonight. He was there. He was at the Masters. He's gonna talk about his experience, and I don't want to tease it, but you know what? He's gonna talk about what he compared it to, another Masters, all right? He compared it to one of the greatest Masters ever. Guys, as usual, our show is being presented by Maximum Demolition and Dismantling. Make sure, guys, you hit up owner-operator Lee Ramos, Southside born and raised. Make sure you hit him up at 210-507-2227. Hit him up at MaximumDemo.com. This dude loves the dirty work. He's a hack golfer just like us. We're going to talk about what do we want to demo from the Masters, Brucey? What do we want to demo? Something maybe we want to see changed in years to come. All right, guys. And we are coming live from the Texas Chancla Studios. Thank you to Jesse Hernandez. And make sure you hit him up at JesseHernandezLaw.com. DWI, criminal cases, divorce. This guy, he will fight for you. And we're also going to talk about who do you want to slap or what do you want to slap in the golf game with that Chancla this week, boy. All right.
Yes, sir.
We are coming live from the Texas Chancla Studios. Make sure you hit him up, guys. He is that lawyer. SA Current's best of the best lawyers year in, year out. Make sure you hit them up at 210-807-8656, guys. And make sure also that, you know what? Hey, this show is not for the faint of heart, guys. Make sure you understand that our views, our takes are not. Oh, somebody, that's Esther telling Brucey, hey, tell Andy to chill out.
Tone down.
Make sure, guys, with warning, some language might be used that doesn't reflect the opinions of our supporters, of our sponsors. So make sure you listen at your own discretion. Woo! Let's get into it, boy.
I was like,
let's get into it. Hey, Rory.
Hey, you were cheering for him on. I was trying to text you. You're like, it's Rory time. Leave me alone, bro. And I was like, dang, bro, I didn't know you love Rory that much. But hey, Team Nike, bro. Team Nike deserved that, bro. It's 11 years in the making, bro. All the stuff he's been through, well deserved, bro. Well deserved. But dude, we got a lot to go into, bro. So how did your lineups come out? Like, remember like those little lineups you did? Did you win? Did you lose? What happened?
I won. I play in a PGA or the 4 majors, right, with the Harlandale group. And it's always nice to win with those guys. Ray Garza on Par Golf, baby. On Par Golf. This is from his new line. On Par. Ray Garza's on there. Several of my other buddies are the Harlandale's finest. And it always feels good being an outsider. Being an outsider from, outside of the Harlandale realm to go in there and to beat those guys. And you know what? Rory helped me out. But, dude, it was Tom Hogue, Justin Rose, bro. I had Justin Rose,
bro.
Kepka screwed. I know Kepka screwed you as well. Who else did I have? I had Xander, the X-Man. He did okay. He did what he was supposed to do. And the other one was Harris English, that Georgia Bulldog. English, baby.
But that's the one with the where you have to like be under the salary cap, correct? Because in ours, that one would do. My whole lineup was just I picked Maverick McNeely. Okay, he was up there first timer. Bryson did me good. Scotty, everybody. But my last wild card, I had Rory on my lineup, and right before I hit submit, I said, nah, man, I got to go with my boy Brooks Koepka. And I switched it, and that's why I lost, bro. And the guy who won had the same lineup as me, but he had Rory instead of Koepka, and and then I even went, and on the tiebreaker, you know, you put like the total putts for the tiebreaker. I even Googled how many putts, dude, and I was like maybe like 80 off, dude. Wasn't that bad compared to whatever he had, dude. But I think I would have won if I would have just kept Rory in, but scare money don't make money, right?
Bro, it was this time, dude. Okay, so right here, bro, and this was the cover page. This was the cover page for our episode tonight, bro. So many memes, so many people chiming in about this, bro. You can see that he put his heart and soul, and he says it. He says it in as he's putting on the jacket. He said that he had to deal with this burden, bro, and it was a look of somebody who had relief. Who 11 years? It had been 11 years since he won his last major. Bro, he completed the Grand Slam, bro.
Dude, everybody was giving him shit though, like for these past couple of years.
It was the same thing, bro. It took Tiger 11 years to win that last major, which was the 2019 Masters, bro. Yep. And you know what? We are Team Nike. We love the Goddess of Victory. And you know what? If you're a Goddess of Victory fan, if you're a Nike fan, you have to pull for Rory. Rory is like, in essence, Kobe to MJ. Rory was that next guy. And you know what? Dude, I'm so happy he won. That doesn't say that he hasn't been a bitch these past several years. I'm not saying that at all. But you know what? I'm so
bro. And after he missed that last putt, I said, "Oh shit, U.S. Open time." And then dude, and then he bounced back, dude. Clutch, same drive but better, dude. He hit that 125-yard shot, bro. Nailed it right there after Justin Rose was on the green. Had a decent look at it. And he just stuck it right there, dude. Bro, if that isn't ice in his veins, I don't know what is, bro, dude. Like, I couldn't do that, bro. There's no way, dude.
I think it was only fitting, though. I think it was only fitting that he does this. I think that, and again, Brucey, when I talk about being a coach, you know, I've been a coach for going on 21 years. I've won championships at, bro, like it's middle school level, right? Minuscule level. But you know what? And I've won maybe a couple of amateur, like little like league championships, little league tournaments. And you know what? I think the thing is when you put your heart and soul into something, and you know it, and you put your heart and soul into the game, and what happens? The game finally loves you back, boy. Mm-hmm. It finally loves you back, and I think that's a sense of relief. And I'm happy for him because you know what? You can't say they said viewership was up 33%. From the next golf tournament. And I think golf needed this. Professional golf needed this.
That's what we talked about, right? Yeah, because we talked about like sometimes when these people are winning, we're like, dude, we have no idea who they are. It's whatever. But when you got Rory and Bryson going heads up on Sunday and a rematch of the US Open where all this stuff was coming up, dude, it was like, who wouldn't want to watch that, dude? Like, who wouldn't want to watch Team Live versus Team PGA? And not only Team Live and Team PGA, the two heads of each other, dude. I mean, you cannot tell me Bryson right now is not the head of Live and then Rory like the head of the PGA. Bro, come on, bro. Like, but let's go into that Team Live, Team PGA. The coverage on Team Live was fucked up, bro. They did them dirty, bro. Dirty, bro.
Right here, Brucey. Right here, Brucey. Milton Hope. What's up, Milton? The voice of UTSA football, baby. The voice of UTSA athletics. He's the PA announcer for UTSA athletics. Milton, right here. Runners, baby. Let's go. I got him right here. I don't want to mess up all this shit behind me. But check that out, Brucey. What did Rory score on that back nine? Or what did Bryson score? Why don't you check those two right there?
Yeah.
Great question. I got the Google master Brucey right there. All right. He's gonna check it out. All right. I think you still use Ask Jeeves, right, bro?
That's messed up, bro. Dude.
And right here, Robert Vasquez. 2 upsets this weekend. Bryson's punk ass and Brucey beating Paul. No, it wasn't. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, Brucey. So Brucey, guys, Freddie right here, Bucky, our co-host right here. He had a big match against Paul Sharp out at Gateway Hills this past weekend. And
yes, sir.
You know what? It was a great feeling taking some money from Robert because he bet against you, Brucey.
I know, bro. And that's because Robert's supposed to be my boy, bro. Supposed to be my boy.
Again, that has nothing to do with not being your boy. That has nothing to do with it. It's just that's just the faith he has on your golf game.
That's But like I said, dude,
Brucey,
Gateway
or the
is
lack,
tough, bro.
or the lack of faith.
Gateway is tough, bro. Gateway is tough,
Gateway is a beast of a course. And look, Robert Vasquez again. Hey, Andy finally broke 80 at Gateway Hills. Bro, I shot a 76, dude. I could have gone lower. So I'm finally learning how to play that course. And now I just told Robert I just need to learn how to putt. That's it. That's it, bro. And I'll be unstoppable, baby. I'll be unstoppable.
Yep.
So we talk about the lack of coverage. And I mean, dude, like, we finally get the guys we want to see at the first major of the year, and no coverage, bro, for these live guys. I mean, isn't this what the PGA's been missing? Seeing the other side of the better half of golfers?
Dude, tell me about it, bro. Dude, and it's like no coverage whatsoever, bro. Everybody had to go to YouTube, had to go other places just to go look at Patrick Reed, at Koepka, Cam Smith, all these guys, bro. That's just I don't know, man. That's just sad to me, bro. It's like it's kind of childish, bro. It's not even for the game of golf. It's more like, dude, like whose side they're on. You know what I mean?
Well, I think you have ESPN Thursday and Friday doing the coverage, right? And I think obviously there's a little more coverage CBS in regards to CBS. And then they had no choice, right? They had no choice. What were your thoughts, bro? How did you feel about Bryson making par on one, Rory freaking scoring double bogey, bro? I was like, this is how it's gonna start. This is what the Roar Dog's gonna do. He's known as a choke artist, right? Amongst us. Yep. We call him the choke artist, bro. And he goes double on the first hole, bro. Brucey,
dang, dude, that's what I'm telling you. When I saw Rory double, yeah, I'm right here, bro. I'm here. I said when I saw Rory with that double, bro, that's what I'm telling you. I went back to the U.S. Open tour. He was just letting himself go on the back nine of that tournament, and it was like, dude, like, can Bryson take over, bro? Like going 2 strokes and then even on after one, and then what does Bryson do? Collapse. And I'm just like, dude, like, you had it in your hands. This is just double bogey the first hole, bro, and you couldn't take over that, dude. I don't know, man. That's Bryson fashion. I don't know, bro.
I think as we play, you know what? If I start the first hole with a birdie, I'm like, there's no more room for improvement. Where else are you gonna go? Yep. Where else are you gonna go from there? If you start with the par, okay, I got a little room to be worse. I got a little more room to improve. And then if you start with maybe a bogey or double bogey, you're like, okay, you know what? Anything else is probably going to be better than what I shot right now, right?
Well, like you can always say, like in Alice, when I shoot like a double on the first one, which is like an easy hole, I always say, well, at least that's out of the way, bro. Like, let's go. Now all I got is up to go from here, right? But how you said, if I ever get a birdie, which is I've gotten it, but it's been very rare. It's like, shit, after that birdie, collapse, dude. But nah, dude, back to Bryson, bro. Dude, is like, I don't know how he let himself just not be in the race, bro. Like and then like I also saw Shane Lowry had a horrible weekend too, dude. Like horrible Sunday, bro. That's because when they're interviewing him Saturday, he was like talking about like, hey, I'm still in the race, like I'm still trying to win this thing, and then all of a sudden come in Sunday, tanks, bro.
Right here, Richard Salinas. What's up, Richard? Thanks for chiming in, brother. Imagine if he would have lost, OMG. And I think of that. I think, man, I think it would have been a freaking epic collapse. I mean, would we not say that this dude is so in his head? This dude's like Brucey. He's in his own head. He's in his own mind.
Bro. One shot. Okay, that's already one shot towards me, bro.
Hey, I'm keeping track right here. I'm keeping track as well, brother. And I think the thing is that you can't say when we play as hat golfers that when we miss a little, maybe we think a gimme putt, right? In our mind, hey, it's a gimme, and we yank a short one. What does it affect for the next one? What does it do to the next one, Brucey?
Well, dude, that shit gets into your mind, bro. It gets into your mind, and now you're thinking about it. See, that's what I'm telling you, dude. Like dwelling comes into place, and that's why, like, when your mindset is where it needs to be, you forget about that, right? Everybody's always telling me, forget the last hole, it's a new hole, and it's like I'm on hole 7, still thinking about how you said the putt that I missed on 1 or that I missed on 2, and I'm like, bro, that was 5 holes ago. What are you still thinking about that? But because if you're not mindset strong, dude, like that shit can take a hold of you, man. And it's happened to me where I've missed little, and like, dude, you see how long I take on putts, bro? It's like, bro, it's a putt this big. Like, chill the fuck out, bro. And I'm just like, nah, I need to concentrate, bro, because these are the ones that I always miss, dude. But for like, again, man, for Rory to miss that in that fashion at that moment, dude, everybody was on the edge of their seats, bro.
It was great, dude. It was great. I couldn't leave, bro. And what I love about the Masters is that you have a lot more people getting invested. It's like the Super Bowl. You have people doing all these theme parties. I went to a bar that had like a theme, a whole Masters theme, 9-hole little putt-putt course. And it's great, bro. And dude, there was so much energy this weekend. Like you said, to go back to back from Valero to go to the Masters, and then Rory winning. I won $200 on my bets. Jake still owes me $200 on Rory. And I think this is great for the
dude.
professional
But speaking of
game
parties,
golf.
bro, did you see Jordan Calendar's little get together?
Dude,
That was cool, dude. I know, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like, that shit's cool. Like, now I'm thinking about that.
You can get that. You know how much that food package costs? It costs like $180.
Nah, you're lying.
Yeah, you can get it. You can order it.
No, I'm not talking about the food. I'm talking about the freaking setup, like a
lot of that all came in together.
Oh,
it comes as like a party pack.
Oh shit, nice, bro. That was badass, bro. Like
it was. And they have his wife as the caddy.
Right. Hey, dude, like so. Hey, let's just say it's Thursday. I mean, it's Wednesday for you. That par 3 contest. Out of your family, who you getting to play the par 3?
Oh no, I'm thinking, hey, toda la familia, bro. Like,
hey, everybody, right?
Like
Rudy, Rudy.
Hey, I'm gonna be like Tony Finau. We're traveling. We roll deep, bro.
We come as a clan, bro.
We roll deep. You know
dude.
We're bringing the tribe.
I was following his. Oh, go ahead.
No. I'm trying. I see we got Art right there. We got Art in the waiting room. I'm trying to see if Art can get a little bit better reception because I see that he's kind of breaking up right there. I'll see if Art gets into the light right here. Don't forget, guys. We're about to bring on award-winning golf journalist Art Stricklin. All right. Now, Art was there. He was at the Masters. He's going to tell us how freaking crazy. And I'm going to talk to him about some of the rumors that we heard, bro. We heard some of the rumors, bro. I want to hear if Art can shed some light on these rumors. Here we go. We got our guy. Man. We got our guy, Art Stricklin. What's up, my brother?
Hey, man. Off my egg salad high. I'm doing good. Coming back to earth. But, yeah, I've been covering golf a long time. I'm not sure I've ever seen a Sunday like that at Augusta National. It's friggin' nuts. But Rory got it done. I didn't think it would happen. I'm the first to admit when he 8-footer.
Ah, man, he was getting me there. He got me all hot and bothered.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. So anyway, it's a great event. I mean, Rory got it done. Didn't think he could do it. Very surprised it happened. But got it done and, go from a 4-shot lead to chunking it in the water on 13 to missing on 14 to hit a shot of your life on 15 to, missing a 4-footer on 18, coming back and making that one. Incredible.
How was it, brother? How was it down there? How was it being there? How were the crowds? How was the feel, the vibe of the whole place?
Oh, that's the crowds. One of the many cool things, a lot of cool things. One of the many cool things about Augusta is there's no cell phones. So you don't really know what's happening until you're there. And when they put up the score on the scoreboard and Rory had birdied or eagle, the crowd went nuts. I mean, 70-30 in favor of Rory. So great day, great Sunday. People's choice, but never seen it go up and down like that.
How was it? With the? So I guess
what's that?
How was it just watching those scoreboards? Because from some of the other podcasts and from the other reports, like everyone's trying to get like info secondhand. They're trying to hear from other people that are coming from different holes. How is it when you're just kind of playing that waiting game, waiting for that scoreboard to change?
That's the 1950s. I mean, that's what makes the Masters unique. And I cannot the sporting anywhere in the world that does not allow cell phones. I can't. And so the fact that you're just waiting and then the guy takes down the number and he's getting ready to put in the crowd starts murmuring and everything. So, and then to put it back up, bingo, great stuff. So, hit me with a few rumor, brother. Give me with a rumor central.
All right. Well, they said on Thursday when Rory doubles at 15, they said they saw Caroline Wojciechowski or his old flame,
girlfriend.
right?
Yeah,
his old girlfriend. They said he saw her on that hole.
That's true. Yeah, that's very well. And Rory's on girlfriend number 3 now, or I guess wife number 1. I get all confused. But
you're breaking up, Art. Oh man, Art's breaking up, Brucey. I'm gonna have to. Art's breaking up, man. I'm gonna see if I can kick him off and see if we can get him back on right here. Okay.
10-4.
Right. Let's see. All right, Brucey. We're gonna try to clean it up with Art here. We're gonna turn it over to you, Brucey. We got Peter Tejedina on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
From Grace Point Church, right? They're gonna be having a tournament.
Yes, sir. So this is my boy Peter, man. So Peter, I'm gonna give you the floor, but just to give you a heads up, introduce yourself. What do you do there at the church? How do we know each other? And give me some information about what we got coming up on April 28th.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I appreciate it. And I definitely echo all the comments about the Masters this last weekend, right? It was definitely epic. I was contemplating wearing my Rory hat right now, right? My Nike hat, repping that. But no, so on Monday, the 28th, we're super excited. It's actually our 3rd annual golf tournament for Grace Point Church Northeast. It's going to be over at Olympia Hills. It's going to be a 1 o'clock tee off. Registration will open at 11 o'clock. And just to we got so much going on that day. I mean, we put a lot of work into it. We got some great sponsors out there. Henry Puffy Tacos is actually one of the sponsors out there. We got Rick Lopez helping out with that. We're going to have breakfast tacos and actually chicken fajita tacos before the tournament gets started. And then we're actually one of the title sponsors as well, but we're going to have an air cannon, that cool thing on one of the holes. We're going to have a $10,000 potential hole-in-one prize. Okay, we paid for that, and I need someone to win. All right, so we're going to have that going on that day. Of course, after the tournament, we got raffle items. We got 1st, 2nd, 3rd place team prizes, and we got a lot of fun stuff. Last year, I will say, we had a special guest stop by. We had the one, the only, the Admiral, David Robinson. He was able to actually golf on Coach Val, our pastor's team, and it was a great showing out. And I will say this, I help with the young adult ministry there at the church. Those of you that don't know too much about Grace Point and really what they're focused on, I was exposed to our pastor when I was about 12 or 13 years old, and he changed my life. Obviously I'm pretty faith-based. I don't think I'll be where I'm at today if it wasn't for my faith, but he exposed me to that. And I love and appreciate what he still does in the city of San Antonio, right? I love that you guys, again, rep San Antonio and everything on this podcast. And he definitely pours into the city. And so all these proceeds go back to, of course, his ministry at his church. And I'm a byproduct of that church, right? But we're excited. I know you're coming, right?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right,
I got to be there. Bro, I don't ever win, but I know Coach always do. Coach, I'll give you one quick story. Do one quick story, dude. I'm on the 2nd hole, dude, and he's driving on the 1st, and he reaches me, dude, on the green. I'm like trying to putt, and then all he yells is, "Oh!" I'm like, bro, yeah. But Peter, man, I appreciate you coming on, brother. Like I said, man, maybe we can just share the link on where they can reach you and share your phone number.
Absolutely. So my phone number, right? So you guys are going to get my direct line. I'm going to take care of you guys. Make sure you get registered and get all the information if you are interested. It's 210-364-6388. And then if you would like to register online and check out the link that Arnold was sharing there, it's going to be at gracepointchurchnortheast.com. And you can find on the events, you can click that. But I will also try to share that in the chat. I love me some Henry Puffy Tacos as well. Jacob Munoz, I love that, right? But yeah, and again, just so you know, pricing wise, because we do still have some space for some teams, right? So it's $125 if you're an individual. I still have some spots I can put you on for a team if it's just you solo, or it's $400 for a team. But hey, if you're one or a twosome or a threesome, we got other guys. We're trying to put teams together, so I'm sure we can figure something out. But just feel free to reach out to me, and then I can also try to send that link in the chat.
Awesome. Well, Peter, thank you, man. I appreciate it, brother. And like I said, man, I'll see you out there on that Monday, and hopefully this time I can try to place, man. But thanks again, Peter. Appreciate it, brother.
I can't cheat, or else I would. All right, I got to be true to the game.
Hey,
Yes,
Peter, thanks
Appreciate
for coming on, brother. And yes, please put it in the comments, man. That's a great way for everybody to see it, man. And hey, good luck, and make sure let Brucey know that God's watching, man. God's watching.
I try. After every hole, I'm like, he's listening right now.
Thanks, Peter.
Thanks, guys.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. I think we're gonna have a better. Please, Brucey, make sure, and you can even also put it in the chat, Brucey. Peter's information for a great tournament, a great cause, and right here, look, paid to play Rob from Peter. And again, this is a great comment. Must be free if Freddie's playing.
It's not free, bro.
Thank you.
Thank you. All proceeds go to my church, bro.
Right here. Okay, let's bring on Art. I think we're gonna have some better service right now. I sent him a $5 gift card to make sure he can pay his Cricket mobile phone bill.
I'm on Wi-Fi now.
There you go. What's up, my brother? All right, Art. Art, you were breaking up. So tell us, man. Okay, so I told you about one of the rumors that they said Caroline was out there. She was out there with her husband, and so there were some weird feelings that Rory was going through. And then one of the other things that we were saying is that there was some weird, I guess, interaction going on between Rory and his wife at the par 3 contest.
Yeah, I mean, he had his daughter putting and everything. So I think, I mean, I'm no relation expert for sure, but I believe that one time they were separated. I believe they're trying to get back together. They are back together. You know, they're trying to work it out. But, you know, if you didn't tear up just a little bit, when Rory comes off the green and hugs his daughter and hugs his wife and cries on the green, to have that burden lifting from him, you're just not human. I mean, that was just classic, you know, emotion pouring out. And, you know, 11 years without a major. And if finally get the Grand Slam, just awesome stuff. They're really good.
Now, if you could tell people out there, you've been covering golf for a long time. What is it for a professional golfer to win the Grand Slam? I think what we've only seen. I mean, you've only seen how many? I mean, I've seen 2. You know, up close. I mean, I've seen 2 happen in my lifetime.
Yeah, well, I've seen maybe 3. I think Jack maybe the other one, but I saw a great stat. You guys may have seen this. In the last 30 years, 14 men have walked on the moon. In the last 30 years, now 3 people have got the career Grand Slam.
Yep.
Oh, damn, that's a great stat.
Down and he had tried so long, and like Greg Norman, you know, tried so much and, you know, and never got it done. Greg Norman kept finding ways to lose. Well, Rory,
it seemed like Rory was trying to figure out every way to try to give that matchup. What was it like? Because I know back at Horseshoe Bay, we had a lot of the writers talking about how Rory did, you know, has acted a certain way with the media, you know, when he left back at the U.S. Open and he didn't face the music. What was it like in the media center? What was it like from a media standpoint? Were y'all happy for Rory doing it?
Yeah, like I've been doing this a long time. I've never heard cheering in the media room. And the Masters Media Center is massive. I mean, you know, 15 rows of desks and stuff. And there was cheering going on. Rory hit the shot on 15, a lot of cheering going on. When he sank the putt in the first playoff hole, you know, more cheering. So it was crazy stuff. Just a day I thought I'd never see, to be honest with you. So, you know, I think people who have been around know how hard that is. You know, Arnold Palmer never made the career Grand Slam. His best ever chance to get the career Grand Slam was at Pecan Valley in San Antonio when they played here. Arnie finished second. He never came any closer than that. And that's why, you know, Arnie's not a career Grand Slam. So you've got to look at them. Look at the guys who have done it. Those are the true legends of the game. Tiger, Jack, and now Rory.
Gary Player, Ben Hogan.
Gene
Saracen, yeah.
Yeah. You got
some crazy names.
Right there.
Right here. I got a great comment right here. Anthony Rodriguez, A-Rod, miss you, Art. Right there.
Yep.
A legend. He's Back when the Champions Tour was here, Anthony was at some party. He's a legend. So
We went to a bar over there in Bernie, Texas, and you know what? He was a legend around that bar too. The Silver Fox, right here, Anthony Rodriguez. He wrote some great articles about me. Great journalist and guy. Are you sure, A-Rod, you're talking about the same Art Stricklin?
Hey, no, it was fun. Like I said, there's nothing like the Masters, and you know that you cannot say the Masters doesn't remind you of any other tournament because there's nothing like the Masters. The the cheap concessions, the people on their best behavior, the groomed, manicured, and things. Nothing like it. That's why I took some. I know you know that I have a company, the Art of Golf Travel, and I took some guys from Philadelphia this year. Actually, drove from Philadelphia to Augusta, Georgia. Now, I don't recommend that necessarily, but that's what they did. They drove from Philadelphia, and I took them to the Masters. They were beside themselves how great it was. It was a dream come true. So nothing like
you can get tickets. You can get tickets.
I get tickets every year, and I take people to the Masters every year.
I'll sell a kidney if I have to, Art.
I'll sell Brucey. Art.
So,
Art. Okay. All right, Art. Is there any course that you've been to so many courses? You've been to courses all over the world. Has there another course that is well cared for like Augusta?
Augusta National. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't really. I mean, not on that scale. There's a couple others. I played Cherokee Golf and Country Club in Atlanta. Very exclusive course. That's in great shape. They maybe get 30,000 rounds a year. And they certainly don't play any tournaments there. Adair Manor, where they're going to play the Ryder Cup in 3 years, great shape, but nothing on the scale of Augusta. There's just nothing like it. And they have an unlimited budget, and they exceed it every year.
Right here, Anthony Rodriguez says, A-Rod says, Ohio Double Eagle.
Yeah, that's another good one. Yeah, that's a great golf course.
All right, Art, what's your favorite concession stand item there?
Oh, you can't go wrong with egg salad. You cannot go. Now, the Georgia peach ice cream sandwich is pretty good too. But so, would you like to know what I had for lunch one day?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, we all want to know.
Sandwich. I had a Coca-Cola. I had a bag of chips. I had a Georgia peach ice cream sandwich, and I had a Master's moon pie. And you know what else I had besides that? I had change from my $10 bill.
Wow.
Just it's unique in every way, and the free parking, the free program, the discount, the cheap admission, because the stuff in the gift shop is not overpriced. It's good stuff. It's just the volume is incredible. Masters doesn't release information on much anything, but they said $1 million a minute, perhaps $78 million for 1 week, because there's no other place to buy it. If there was a masters.com website where you could buy master stuff, it would break the internet. It would, so great stuff.
I believe it. I believe it. Also, do you think that the floodgates are just going to open up now that Rory got this big monkey off his back?
Very possible. I mean, he was under so much pressure, and he even said on Wednesday, and I didn't really think about this, but he said every time Jack and Gary Thomas would say, "Oh, Rory's going to win. Rory's going to get the Grand Slam. Rory's going to do this, that." I just put more pressure on him. So the pressure's been lifted. Be interested to see. He's playing in New Orleans in a couple of weeks with his buddy Shane Lowry, and then the PGA Championship, obviously, at Quail Hollow. So interesting to see, guys. I'm in a recovery program, so I'm going to have to call it good for tonight, but always good.
Well, thank you. Hey, Art, we appreciate you being on and sharing, your insight on being at one of the best places, if not the best places, to watch a tournament and to turn back the hands of time, man. We appreciate you, brother. You have a good night, man, and I can't wait to see you again.
Tradition like none other. Full details on the 2026 Masters, www.theartofgolftravel.com.
Oh, I want to see. I want to see those prices. I want to look. We're gonna look,
Yeah.
Brucey. We're gonna look at those prices right now.
There you
Brucey.
go.
Art, my brother. Thank you so much for being on, man. And hey, make sure you hit that recovery, dude. Hit that recovery mode, big time, brother.
Yeah.
Bro, dude,
Yo.
Art, bro,
He's a good guy, bro. Dude.
bro.
He
Hey,
is a good guy.
Brucey, look. The art of travel, bro. Look at the art of
That's
golf
what
travel.
I'm on right now. I'm on it right
I
now,
wanna,
bro. I'm
I
on
want
it
to
right now, dude.
see. I want to see the how much it costs, bro, including Masters tickets, bro. Including Masters tickets, Brucey.
So I don't see the Masters
Right here. Right here. While Brucey's looking right here, guys. Hey, guys, make sure, guys, you check out FOREBROS Tour. They are our gimme sponsor, guys. FOREBROS Tour. Never golf alone again. If you don't have a home, FOREBROS Tour has a home for you, guys. We are one of the few organizations that take zero money. We take zero fees. We may have added annual fee, but this all goes back into the tour. It all goes back to our bros. We use a live scoring system that tracks our rounds, tracks our tournaments, does our payouts, guys, and we are full transparent with our brothers, guys. Don't ever golf alone again, guys. FOREBROS Tour, never golf alone again, guys. You don't have a home. FOREBROS Tour has a home for you. The best schedule, guys. We go to the best courses, bro. We go to Kissing Tree Golf Club of Texas coming up April 26th, 2-man, 666. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. The devil, baby. But we have a 6-man. We have 6 shamble. We have 6 best ball and 6 alternate shot, guys. That is going to take place at the Golf Club of Texas, guys. One of the top 3 public tracks here in San Antonio, guys. Bo LeHue and his dude are doing an amazing thing. And I think the reason why we're doing it is because a lot of guys live out in Alamo Ranch. Am I right? A lot of guys live in Alamo
Ranch. It's growing out there, bro. We talked about that. Yeah. They all live in Alamo Ranch. I'm like, damn it.
They live in Alamo
Ranch.
Over there? They live in Alamo Ranch, and you know what? There's the food, the drinks. There's so you never want to go home, and you know what? And sometimes you gotta go home. Your wife's got to pick you up. You got to call Uber. It's always a great time after a great round. Some sundown golf has been going on over there at Golf Club of Texas, guys. That's April 26th. Make sure, guys, hit us up, guys, on Facebook. We're also go to nothingisob.com, and there's a tab on there for FOREBROS, and that'll take you to our unknown golf page, and that'll also take you to our Facebook page, guys. Never golf alone again, guys. These are my brothers. These are my bros. This is my family away from my family, guys. Make sure you hit us up, guys. Never golf alone again. Brucey. Okay, so we got some great things coming up, bro. Now, I know you want to play on the April 26th, 666. What do you look for in a partner, bro?
Yes, sir.
Look, Jacob Munoz.
Good vibes, bro. Good vibes.
Look, just happy they returned the mannequin. Steve is the mannequin.
He's the mannequin, bro.
Well,
yes,
you know
sir.
what? They returned. Okay, bro. You know what? In this day and age we live, you can't be taking mannequins nowadays. You can't be taking mannequins.
There's cameras
bro.
everywhere.
There's cameras
bro.
everywhere. There's cameras
Dude,
everywhere.
I'm scared, bro. Everywhere I walk, I'm like who's filming me,
bro? I'm over there like digging in my culo over here, and I'm over here like picking. You know what I mean? I'm like, somebody could use that against me, bro.
You're like this.
Somebody could use that against us, bro.
Yeah, but not dude. But back to what I look in the partner, man. Like so I know where I stand. I know where my game's at. So when I say, hey, man, like with this tournament, right? Like if you understand the rules and you can't be over this and double whatever, right? So my whole thing is just good vibes, right, bro? I want to jive with the guy. I want to joke with the guy. I want to talk to the guy. I want to just kind of whatever. But I want him to be competitive, but at the same time, I want him to be cool about it too, man. That's where I kind of like fuck up at is that sometimes I get mad and maybe I ruin some vibes. So I'm still learning that stuff, man. But
okay, that's what I'm asking you. Who was the last partner that you really thought you vibed with, and not just saying? And I mean, I want to know why you think you vibed with them so well. Because I've always said it, and again, not talking shit. I've always said it's very hard to be your partner.
No, and you're right, dude. Like I said, man. So the last time, one of my partners that I can recall that we had a chance to win was Carlos. Remember Carlos Vera when we played at the quarry? Well, dude, when he drove that number, what is it, number 4? I think he drove
Carlos
number
Vera,
4.
What is he? Is he a plus handicap, Bruce?
Nah, I think he's like a single digit. I think he's like a.
He's a 2, right? He's like a 2 or
like
like
that.
below a 2.
Yeah.
He's a solid. He's a solid
stud, bro. Young kid.
Young
Young
kid,
kid,
whale
bro.
on the ball. He
So
really can.
I
He
thought
can
we
whale the
jived
ball.
well to the fact to where he's young. I thought we could kind of listen to the same music. It's kind of like up to like, you know what I mean? Like you want to be,
same music.
Yeah, let's go, dude. Drake and they not like us. They know what I mean? But no, dude, like, but again, man, like people that are just again, man, like when we had like that whole FOREBROS where we did like 2 days and different partners. I played with Nick Mendez. Good dude, bro. Like these guys that are single digits, bro, they know how it is. Like they're gonna they're gonna be carrying people, dude. So when they know it, like, hey, Brucey, hop on my Patty. When I played with Patty, bro, Patty was amazing. Hey, Brucey, don't worry about it. Brucey, I got you. Brucey,
Yeah,
do
I
your
think,
thing.
but I think
Patty was amazing, bro.
Because you need somebody to nurse you. That's what you need. You need somebody to nurse you.
Not nurse me, dude, but not be like an asshole, dude.
No,
like,
okay,
you know
but again, you say Patty was amazing, but let's not lie. You were talking shit about Carlos Vera too. That y'all didn't quite vibe. You're saying
really,
you
bro?
See, look, nothing's OB.
Really, bro?
Nothing's OB.
You're lying, bro. How? Tell me how we didn't drive.
Look at you.
No,
look at you.
The only thing I said,
you're mad because I'm putting the truth out there.
No, you're putting it out there. And it was like,
I'm not gonna say. Hold on. Let me rephrase that.
Yes.
You were disappointed with how he played.
Not disappointed with how
because you think somebody who's supposed to be good should carry you and should carry the majority of the load.
Bro,
see, that's what I'm saying.
Yes,
that's why I think it's heavy. And Patty nursed you. Patty's a great golfer,
but again,
and he nursed you. He babied you.
Okay, ready? My turn. Are you done?
No.
Okay. When I played with you
asked about
when I played with you. Wait, when I played with you, your shoulders weren't strong. You were like, hey, Brucey, like, hey, I'm sorry, bro, but I'm like, bro, you're a 7 for a reason.
I did because
you're a 7 for a reason. So when I play with,
I wasn't a 7
bro,
then.
When I play with 30 pluses, and they say, oh, Brucey, I want you. You're my partner. I'm like, okay, bro, it's gonna come to me. So now I gotta make better decisive moves because I got somebody riding with me now, bro. So I tell them, hey, this is how the team goes. Hey, bro. Yeah, it has to be, bro. So when I play with better people, I always ask them, what do you need me to do? I'll go first. I'll putt first. I'll just put you in the middle, let you go for it. I'm not gonna go for stuff when I can't. I know that I can't reach.
This is true. A great comment right here, Jacob Munoz. You have tiny shoulders. This is true.
Yeah, but I'm just telling you,
down.
But I'm just telling you. I believe that the strong person should always step up and be the leader of the group. Patty was the leader of the group. Patty was like, bro, Brucey, it's all me. I know we're going to use my drives. I know we're going to use whatever. Hey, if you can help me out here and there, awesome, bro. Thank you. But at the end of the day, Patty knows he's going to rely on his putts. He's going to rely on his things. All he's got to tell me is just like, hey, bro, just don't fuck me up. Don't go OB all the fucking time. Like, hey, if you can put it in play, so it takes a little bit of stress off of his back. That's how my take on partners go, bro. The guy who's better always has to just take the lead. You're not going to tell me, Brucey, you're with me, you're a 20 plus, but fuck it, bro. Like, take the lead. You go second and putting.
And again, that's your viewpoint because a lot of times you like to leave me. And again, I'm just giving an example. Like, you're on your own. I asked you many times about a putt, and because I'm not a great putter, and I understand. I know where I struggle in my game. And I asked you, I said, Brucey, what do you think? I don't know. I'm not as good as you. And that's like your response for everything,
bro.
And I'm
a 20 for a reason, though. I can't freaking tell you, hey, it's going to go break 2 degrees to the right, 2 degrees to the left.
You're giving an excuse again. But when I ask you for help, you know what? That's what, and I would just like your opinion. That doesn't mean I'm going to take it, but I could use some advice to help make an educated decision instead of just leaving me out on Front Street. And you know what? I've asked you, I've asked Austin, and I've asked, hey, and these are both higher handicaps. You know what? Higher than me because I struggle in an area. I struggle in putting. I struggle reading putts. And, I'm dyslexic on the greens.
Okay,
and
look what you're saying right now. When we're in person, you didn't tell me this stuff. You told me.
I did. I told you. Because of course.
Like,
because you leave me. You're like this. You always say, you're better than me. And I'm like this. Well, again, why do I want to argue with you right there and then? Because you just left me hanging. And you couldn't even I want you to look at that putt as if you were putting. And you can't even give me that advice. You're instantly, I'm not as good as you. And I'm like, there's not a lot of people as good as me. I'm fucked up. I have a fucked up golf game. All right.
Bro, okay.
I'm not your normal 7. You already spoke, so you're good.
Okay.
You're good. You already spoke. I'll let you speak already. Here we go. Romulus Ramirez. Knees are heavy.
Knees are heavy. No.
Palms are sweaty.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Hey, but in your case, palms are hairy.
Oh, dude.
Right here. Jacob Munoz. So you're saying you only want to play with guys that are 2+ or less.
Jake, stop. Jake, stop.
Sharing is caring. There you go.
Yes, sir.
There we go. And you're,
say that one. Read it.
Yeah. Están casados.
What does that mean?
I don't know. That's why I asked you. You're my translator.
It's like a married couple. It's like a married couple. We're arguing like a married couple.
I know, but like a married couple, you know what? I always ask for my wife's advice. You always take orders,
bro. You always go opposite of what I tell you, bro. You always
that's
tell
okay.
me, hey,
that's
what shirt looks better?
Too.
I'm like, that shirt looks better. And then you wear the other one.
Hey, and you know what? My wife will tell you the same thing. I ask her what she thinks, and you know what I do? I go the opposite direction.
Dude, you see? So it comes back to why even tell you, bro? Because then it's like I tell you, hey, bro, I think it's breaking left to right. And you're like,
because
why didn't you go left to right? I'm like,
no. I've never told you that. And you can't say that I've criticized you for giving me information because you always just want to put it back on me. And you know what? I wouldn't be asking you if I didn't feel like if I felt ultra confident. And you know what? And that's part of being like, because I told you, Brucey, and I've said this all the time, like you always say, because you just look at my number handicap. I tell you, I might be a 7, but I'm not like a shot making 7. I'm not a bomber 7 like Patty is. I'm not that type of golfer. I'm a grinding 7. I'm not a shot making 7. I'm a not give in on any hole 7. That's the kind of guy I am. And same thing, Jake says, you're supposed to be a good. I'm like, bro, again, I'm not a shot making 7. I'm straight hoagies and grinders. Goonies never say die. So I'd never say die. Here we go. See, there you go, Orlando. No one's arguing with you, Orlando. We're saying you're right. We're proving your point. Bro, you're right, bro. Right here. Efrain. Andy and I played well at the FOREBROS Cup. We just ran into Chris and Paul playing lights out, lean on each other every hole. Bro, it was a great partnership. But you know what? I can't say that EJ and I, we were down. We were down because, dude, Chris Downs and Paul Kobiega, bro, they birdied like every other hole. Like, we were like, hey, we're getting back in it. And then when we got on this one, boom, they bird. Or no, they'd be up and they're high-fiving and they're doing all their little yogi poses and stretching in between. And it was annoying, dude. Like, and it's just, I felt bad and I felt like I left, like, just like I let you down in Corpus.
What I want to know, dude, is
I let you down in Corpus. I felt like I let
me down. Yeah,
I did.
Dude, well, you didn't let Mike down. Apparently, dude, you freaking carried Mike this past Saturday. I mean, I don't know how true that is, dude, but I mean, so what separates me and Mike? How we made Mike different as partners?
Mike, like I said,
you said Mike doesn't listen.
He doesn't listen. Okay, look, Mike. Hey, speak of the devil, Mike Osman, Andy. We need a 2-man group for the tournament. Me and you and Brucey and his partner. Make it happen. I need that level of toxica. See, okay. Osman always says. Osman always says he gives me what I need, not what I want.
Okay, so what does that mean? Give me an example. Give us an example.
He's like, bestie, you need to play better. And I said, shit, I'm trying. Okay, so that's one example. Okay. You can be louder, bro. Make it louder. Make it louder next time you open up.
I want you to know. I just want you to know, dude.
And then he'll tell me, he's like this. He's like, bestie, hey, he'll give me the read. He'll go over there and he'll give me the read because he knows that's what I need. He knows I need some input. He knows I need some input.
Okay,
and
I'm writing this stuff down. Hold on, dude. I'm writing it down.
And then he'll buy me a beer.
Ooh,
and we know you don't like to buy any drinks because you're cheap as fuck.
Okay.
And
buy a beer.
You know what? And it's all about also knowing your dosages. You know, like your alcohol like content. You know.
Okay, so now what is Mike's handicap?
I don't know. You tell me.
What is that? 11? I think it's like an 11.
I have no clue. I have zero clue.
So Mike's an 11 who's capable, who shot plus 24, which he did this past Saturday. But he's also been capable. Oh shit, was that not supposed to be exposed? But anyways,
I have no idea. I have zero idea.
But then he's also capable of shooting plus 5, like he did at what is it, Buckhorn or Valor? I think Valor, right?
Valor, yeah.
Valor. So, dude, so when you say that, so Mike has that potential to shoot a plus 5. he knows how to read putts. He studies the game of golf. He knows, hey, I'm dropping my shoulder. Hey, I'm not twisting my back enough. I'm not doing this and doing that. So when he's going up there, dude, and reading your putts, you're right. I'm not bad about that, bro. Dude, like I don't study the game of golf. I don't go in there and know what I'm doing wrong. I know what's wrong with me, but I don't go out and perfect it. So for me to give you advice when I'm not even doing it. And you've even said that. That's just why I do what I do because of you, is because you talk shit to me. You say, Brucey, how the fuck are you gonna go give this guy financial advice if you're not even this? Or how are you gonna go give this guy life advice when your life is? Or how are you gonna give this guy gym advice when you don't even go to the gym? So how am I gonna give you advice when I don't even know what the freak I'm seeing, bro? All I know is that I just want to get it there. All I want to know is that I want to get it there within a foot. Now, is there a slope to the left? It has it. I can see that. I can maybe see it, but
there it is.
I don't know what to tell you.
There it is, and that's what I ask. I want any information.
Yeah, to me, it's common sense. Like, yeah.
Well, see, it is not common. Hey,
for me,
common sense isn't common. But I'm not asking for you. I'm asking for me.
Yeah,
I'm asking for me. I'm not asking for you. And I'm telling you things about how you can be a better teammate. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Is having just some advice. And there is a level of toxicness that I do need. There is, or just a level of just some feistiness. You know, and I do need that, as opposed to just, you know what, when I'm playing bad, hey, you know what, I love for somebody just to say, hey, I got your back. Well, I say I'm playing bad and you're like this. Okay. You never once said I got your back, or you never once said we got this. And you know what? That's just you. And that's why it makes it hard to play with you, because you're not that guy. You know what? You've said it. You don't like to give advice to someone that's better than you. You don't like to lift my spirits. You don't like to say, no, it's okay, partner, I got you. And you know what? And that's just you.
10-4. You done it?
Are you ready? Are you going?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. No, dude, okay. But let's go back to the Masters. I know.
No, you change topics. You need to. We're talking too much about you. We're talking too much about you.
Hey, dude.
But see, look, hold on. Before we get there, we got some great comments. What makes Mike such a good partner is that he's way cooler. Mike's way cooler than all of us.
Mamon.
There you go. Look. And he goes, "Don't talk about my bestie, Freddie."
I already know where, dude. I already know where I stand with you. I know it's Jake first, and then Mike Osman, and then there's like 100 people, and then me. Dude, I've never seen you talk to Jake or Mike the way you talk to me, bro.
I want you to know that, though, but I want you to feel secure in that.
Always the bridesmaid, never the bride, bro. And I just,
you know what? But again, I want you to feel secure in that. That's what's important to me. You always have to know where you stand. Okay, so Brucey, do you have another Masters to compare as we go back? Do you have another Masters to compare to this 2025 Masters?
As long as I've been watching the Masters and I've been watching it, I can't really compare it, dude. All I can say is that, to me, this is my opinion. You're going to say something different. But to me, when Tiger won the Masters, bro, was a big deal for me, bro. After everything he had been through, his rehabbing, the accident, the divorce, all this bad stuff happening to him, being in slumps. And then all of a sudden, bro, like, he competes and he wins the Masters, bro. So to me, again, that's just from what I know, dude. That's how far I could go back, and that's what I can recall as it being the same. Now, if that's somewhere on your level, or can you go even deeper and talk about whatever you can compare it to?
I think we're on the same levels right there. I look back, I remember where I was when Tiger won 97. I remember where I was. I was in my living room, and we have like one of those big ass like wooden TVs, right? Like wooden,
the heavy ones,
right, bro?
Roll them.
And it was on that spinner, right, bro?
Yeah.
And I remember I was just my home is older, you know, the home I have, everything's older, and I'm just sitting there on the coffee table and I'm watching Tiger win by like such a huge margin. And you know what? Even looking back now, like, is Tiger like really like that cool black guy? I don't think he is. Like, looking back, like, I don't think he is. But I guess it's just being a person of color, right? Like, just being. I mean, even though our shade isn't as dark as his, and maybe he's not like the best black, you know, representative, right, of the African American community, right?
Yeah.
But I remember in 97 seeing this guy with a baggy ass sweater that didn't look like all the other golfers. And I could just remember it was like a coronation because he was up by so much, right? He was up by so much. And I was just like glued to watching him. I was glued to watching him because you know what? He was younger. He was hitting the ball past people.
Further? Yeah.
Further. And then he was trying to break the record, you know, and as a man of color, right? And then of course, you know, like you said, 2019, Tiger doesn't move the needle. He is the needle. He is the needle. He's not the straw that stirs the drink. He is the drink, right?
Yeah.
And I think at 19, again, we were given heavyweights this past time, and I think the heavyweight matchup of Bryson and Rory didn't pan out outside of that front nine, but there was heavyweights all up and down that leaderboard. Seeing Justin Rose, I've always liked Rose because he rocked the Nike that he didn't rock them this Masters, you know, the Jordan Lows. But you know what? I loved him. I fell in love with him really in the Ryder Cup from Full Swing. Mm-hmm. Seeing how he is a grinder, how he's a team guy, a family man, and
he's that's
what I'm saying. He's 45 years old, and I love seeing guys turn back the clock, bro. And golf is the sport that you can play for years, bro, for such a long time.
Yeah.
And it was just great seeing the heavyweights, you know, seeing Scheffler up there, Aber, you know, like you see the heavyweights, the stars were out there. Patrick Reed coming back. And I think golf needed that. It's maybe not what we wanted, but
what we needed.
But what we needed.
Yeah, dude.
I think the golf community healed a little bit, even though still with all the separation. I think it healed and it fed what we've wanted. We wanted to see the stars. You know what? No offense, we didn't want to see Brian Harmon. We didn't want to see JJ Spawn. Like, we want to see the stars align at the biggest stage, and I think it delivered.
We saw it,
big time, bro, big time,
dude. And it's like crazy how you called it out to me during lunch today when you said, when I brought to you the whole like, hey, bro, Rory didn't even talk to Bryson, bro, and you're like, what? Don't even give me that, bro. And I'm like, well, what do you mean, though, dude? Like, yeah, Brucey, like when you're like, hey, he's trying to win this 11 years. He's got this stuff on his head. He's tunnel vision. He's competitive. Like, he ain't got time to be bullshitting. But I'm like, but when I like, okay, and again, I'm not playing in the Masters. I'm not paying for serious money. But sometimes I feel.
We understand that, Brucey. Don't worry. We understand that. Go for it.
But I'm trying to say, like, when I do that and I'm in this competitive mindset, everybody calls me an asshole. Hey, bro, why you being an asshole, bro? Why you being in the car? Why you doing it? And I'm like, bro, in my head, I'm trying to win this thing. In my head, I'm not caring about flags. I'm not caring about.
We know.
I know. You know what I mean?
You don't have a fucking caddy like Rory does. You go to the car and pout. I'm trying to win. But people call me
next hole, guys. Next hole.
And let the flag flap in the air, and they call me an asshole. I'm like, you don't have a caddy like fucking Rory does, motherfucker.
But dude, like now that you told me that during lunch, I got it, bro. I got it that like. Because Bryson was like a little bit like, hey, he didn't want to talk to me. And it was like, okay, like, was it like, I get it, bro. But seriously, would you have done that? And the big one that you brought to my attention was, bro, nobody ever talked about Tiger, or nobody said that Tiger was an asshole or Tiger was this. It was like, bro, dude, just like, it's fucking hilarious, bro.
Bro, I'm glad you finally came here with us because it's taking you a while to spit it out, right? Here we go.
Yeah.
I got Mike Osman right here. Wait, Brucey just comparing himself and his mindset on the course to Rory's during the final round of the Masters.
Duh! Every round is a Masters for me, bro.
Bro, okay.
I'm telling you, bro, I'm gonna take Mike one day, dude.
So we want to see it happen. You know what? Because again, you shot better than him this past week.
I did. Yeah.
You shot better than him, so that means you are very capable of beating him.
Yep. And I left a lot out there, bro.
You're very capable. You're very capable. Well, like what we say is that I'm trying to win and be competitive. Those are not having good golf etiquette. You know what? You don't have a caddy. Brucey, focus on me, not on the comments, Brucey.
No,
because your mind is wandering. I told you I needed you tonight. I told you I needed it tonight.
You got me, bro. Right here. You got me right here.
No, your mind's been wandering. All right? Be here with me.
Go.
And you can't say letting the flag ripple, pouting and going and waiting in the car while everyone else puts out after you already put out or you picked up after triple. That's not competitiveness. That's pettiness. That's because I think you're confused about that. And no, you are confused because that's poor golf etiquette and that's poor sportsmanship. Being firm and not wanting to conversate because you're in the zone, there's two different things. And you're trying to battle because I think too, I don't think it has anything to do with trying to be a dick or whatever. Is that, you know what? Rory isn't been just battling. He wasn't just battling Augusta that day. He was battling 11 years of shit. 11 years of, like he said, the burden. He's battling his own demons. And you know what? Like, these guys are professionals, bro. You know what? Like would I want to win that way? That's not my style. That is not my style. My style is enjoying the time, having a drink, enjoying the round with my bros, competitive, going at each other's throats, but still cracking jokes and just enjoying the round. Like, that's how I want to win. That's how I want to win. And these guys, you know what? Everything is different to them. Now, same thing for when I coach. No, like, don't talk to me. Like, I just want to be left alone to do my business and to do my thing. And I just think that you can't be butthurt over that. And same thing with Tony in 2019. Asked him about the family and about Tiger's family. And Tiger said, oh, they're fine, and moved on. And understand that is this what Tiger's doing? Well, then shit, this is what I need to do as well to get to that next level.
No, dude, and like I said, bro, I get it, bro. But like I said, I get it. I know the difference and everything. I'm not stupid, right? But in the day, dude, sometimes, bro, like
hold on. No one's saying you're not.
You are, because you're calling me out. Is that when I'm tunnel vision? Sometimes, again, I forget the little things. I forget hey, Brucey.
You have a negative.
No. Sometimes, see, again, everybody's tunnel vision is different. When you're tunnel vision, sometimes you just forget a lot of things, or you just don't see these big things. So sometimes, like when you're like, hey, like. We've said in the beginning, hey bro, so is it ready golf or is it this? And all of a sudden you go tee off and then they're like, hey bro, like wait your turn. You're like, what the fuck, you just said it was fucking ready golf. Now all of a sudden you're calling me out because like I didn't pay attention, or he birdied and I forgot that he birdied, and so on and so on. It's like it's these little things that sometimes I forget to do, but because in my mindset I try to get in the zone, but it's like I have to differentiate between get in the zone but still be courteous. That's the question, is be in the zone, but still be courteous. And sometimes when I get in the zone, I forget that, hey, still be courteous, man. Still pick up the flag. Still let the furthest one go. Still, hey, go pick up somebody's clubs or whatever. These little things that happen. You know what I mean?
See, and this is where I'm hoping you learn one day. Little things make big things happen.
Yeah.
And little things lead up to bigger things. And as a coach, I always say that just because you didn't know doesn't make it right.
Yeah.
It doesn't. But in your mind, because you know what, a lot of times you live rent free in your mind.
Yeah.
And you just kind of just try to justify everything wrong that you're saying about etiquette.
So,
things of that nature.
okay,
No,
I'm not
saying, that's what I'm saying. And it's okay in your mind. And you know what? And that's okay. And that's something you're going to have to deal with. I'm just saying you can have a negative tunnel vision. You can. There's different types of tunnel visions. You can be zoned in tunnel vision to where, hey, everything's working for you and you're making every three, you're making the pass, you're seeing the court in regards to basketball. Or you could be tunnel vision to where I can take this guy. I'm better than him off the dribble. I could shoot over him. I'm bigger. I can go to the post. And that's what I can compare it to when, in fact, well, what are you doing? You're being like, as I'm talking about basketball, like you're being selfish. You're taking away from maybe the offense or maybe what the coach's strategy was and things of that nature. And I'm just saying there's a time and place for everything. And I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying because, hey, you said it was ready golf. Well, I teed off in front of you. Why are you going to get mad? But it's like, I just shot a birdie. You don't jump birdies. And you're like, well, we're playing ready golf. And I get that. I get that point. Hey, when someone tells me ready golf, hey, you know what that means? Ready golf. You know? And I get that. That I get with. But right here, look at Jacob Munoz, tunnel cake.
Jake, don't talk, Jake, because you'll go down too, just like Paul, dude.
Here we go. Romulus Ramirez breaking. Tournament leader did not want to chit chat while chasing a career Grand Slam.
But then it also went back to the LIV PGA, dude. Like, do you think if it would have been Shane Lowry, he would have been the same way, or do you think he would have chatted with them? See, good question.
Shane Lowry, I think, is a different story. Did you see a lot of chit chatting with Justin Rose outside of the first tee? Outside of the first tee, I think everything's different outside of the first tee box. Did you? I mean, it was only one hole, so I don't.
You
think
see, that's what I'm saying. Like, you really, it was a playoff.
We don't got a lot, and I think that's a different story. I think it's easier to be maybe a little bit firmer, a little bit more to yourself if you maybe don't know the guy as well.
Yeah,
and I think it makes it easier, right? And again, I always tell you, Brucey, you're not playing the man. Who are you playing?
The course. You're
playing the course. And I think that's the thing too. I think Rory, EJ right here. EJ had a great comment right here. EJ Esquerda. Rory almost let the voices in his head beat him again. He obviously hit an incredible second shot in the playoff. Quite quiet. The voices, Brucey. Isn't that something you're constantly telling yourself?
Yes, sir.
That's you got to get in the zone.
Auto zone. Hey, dude, but it goes back to this, bro. This shit got me, bro. And whoever's listening, and if this is you, bro, this is fucked up. Paul starts off on hole 1, starts just yapping, bro. Yapping, right? Yapping at me. Brucey, Brucey, hey, your permission slip. Hey, Brucey. I'm like, this motherfucker, really? Okay, dude. So then, boom, I smack one in the middle, bro. He's like, oh, good drive, bro. And I'm like, good drive. So as we're driving in the same cart, I said, hey, bro, like, really, you're going to do this today? And he's like, what? And I said, you're going to give me, like, some toxicity today? And he was like, they told me to do it. And I'm like, who told you to do it? So, like, that's kind of fucked up that I'm like, bro, like, hey, bro, like, don't.
Well, I think
so it got me, like, really, bro? You're going to come at me like that? Like, Paul, don't do this, Paul.
I mean, it's out. The MO on you is out how to beat you. And it's try to ruffle you mentally, right? I mean, that's what RG said it best. You know what? RG said he was going to slow play you. He was going to do this. You know what? He was going to do several things, and kind of pick and poke at you and, hey, say some things. And I told RG that was bullshit. That I told him, I said, RG, that's Bush League, bro. Telling you about the leaderboard and things like that, because I don't like shit like that. Yeah. And you know what? There's a lot of gamesmanship. There is such thing as gamesmanship. Yeah. You know what? Or you know what, like or like you say it a lot. You're like this, you do that a lot. Like you're
see, but people think I do it intentionally. I don't do it intentionally.
Hold on. Okay. Again, but I'm trying to tell you that these are things you do that maybe like I don't give a fuck. Like I don't care. But I'm saying like you do that, and I feel bad for the other guy. I was like, you can do that to me all you want, but like I hear you do that to people that we maybe never played with, and I'm like this, like what are you doing, bro? Like why would you do that? Like you know what I mean?
Fucked up,
and
bro.
So like it doesn't bother me, right? So Zach right here, Zach Taniguchi right here, GM from Alisation. It's the difference between being in a flow state and being pissed off and quiet.
Oh, there you go. Good one, Zach. Good one. My boy Zach. Come on.
And Zach should know. Zach's a golf. He's a golf professional. And he's a golf professional. He's been on the bag for a lot of guys that are trying to qualify for these major tournaments. And so Zach would know a lot more than we would, right? He's been in these positions. He's seen maybe some better players. He's been at a better level, previously to him being a golf, man and being in golf management, right? So I think he's been up and close and he's seen what it takes to get these guys to qualify and play in these big game tournaments.
So, dude, that's my question now. Here's the second question here. Is like, as a caddy, how far are you allowed to tell the golfer, I'm your caddy, Andy. Me and you are caddy. I'm your caddy. Like, how do I tell you what you need to be told, but at a level to where I'm not intimidating you, I'm not like kind of putting you down. So it's like, I know what you're capable of. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's that talk like? So let's say Scotty Scheffler's been on a rampage. His caddy's like, fuck, you're doing everything. I don't got to say shit to you. Basically, good shot. All of a sudden, Scotty's doing some stuff. It's like, what does his caddy tell him? What do you tell him? Hey guys. Hey, yeah. Okay, hey, Scotty, so let's go. What do you tell him?
I think, hold on. I think it's all about your relationship with your caddy.
Right.
Now, Scotty and Ted Scott have a super spiritual relationship besides just a good friendship. Pray for Ted Scott used to be the battle cry when Ted Scott was with Bubba Watson, because Bubba Watson would get on his ass constantly. And so like the big battle cry or one of the big movements or hashtags was pray for Ted Scott. That was one of the movements, right?
Right.
And Ted Scott is a very spiritual guy. He's he reads the Bible. He talks about his relationship with God or having a relationship with God. Very spiritual guy, and I love the fact that. And so they lean heavily on that spiritual relationship they have. And I think it's always just about the fit of your caddy. What do you need out of that caddy? And I think Rory said it about Harry Diamond, his caddy, that Harry Diamond had to take a lot of abuse from golf media, from golf enthusiasts, the legends of golf. They always said that he needs to replace it and get a real caddy. That's what they kept saying. They said, you get Bones Mackay on the bag. You get Bones Mackay on the bag, that's got to be at least good for at least 4 strokes around Augusta. And you know what? He didn't want to do that. He had himself, I think his last name was Fitzgerald. He had a caddy out there, or Fitzy, on the bag. And you know what? He did win with him. But I think Rory even said it, that he was winning with reckless abandonment. And he didn't like to win that way.
Right.
You know it? And so I think it all changes. And so what did he do? After having a professional caddy, he went to his best friend that he met at 7 years old. And they said that, that they met on the putting green at his club in Hollywood, right there in Ireland, at Hollywood Golf Club. And you know what? I think it's about the comfort. It's about the relationship, and I think it's about, do you jive? Do you fit well together? Can you go have dinner with him afterwards if it's just y'all two on the road? Do you call each other, hey, I'm going to go practice. Okay, well, what time you want me to be there? I think it's all about the relationship and the comfort level, because like we said, like a partner, you have to be able to lean on somebody. And then you have to be able to, your caddy's got to be able to say sometimes too that, no, you're on your own. Like, no, you have this. Trust. And you know what? It's like Osman. Osman gives me a couple of pointers when we play together. He said, confident stroke. He said, just give it a confident stroke. And I look at him and I said, bro, I have no confidence. That's why I'm asking you. That's why I'm asking you about it. You know what I mean? Like, and I tell him, I said, do I give it some firmness? Do I give it pace? And he tells me, what are you talking about? He goes, just hit it hard. And I said, okay, well, when I say pace, I mean faster. When I say firm, hit it harder. You know what I mean? And so it's just like, I think it's all about the relationships. And we talk about that being in the podcast. We talk about it on this side. It might not be about the free rounds or the free merch, but what do we say, dude? It's about what? It's about the relationships. It's about the people we connect with on the course that leads to connecting with them
off the course. Yeah, exactly. And I think that was good, bro. I think what you say was good. And like, so let's just say you're my caddy. I'm playing Paul Sharp. You're there with me. I just tripled a hole. How do you get me back into you knowing me as long as you've known me? How do you get me back from recovering from that triple?
Well, like I said, Brucey, it's so hard to be your partner, and that's just on the reels. It's not talking shit. It's hard to be your partner. It's very hard to be your partner. But I would say is like, hey man, that hole's over. Let's just focus on this one. That's all I would say. And a lot of times, you know what, today it's like my guys. We had a tough loss. Dude, we lost 5-4. We lost 5-4 today. And there was a questionable call at the end, and everybody wants to put it on that call at the end, right? Well, nobody wants to talk about these errors that led up to this, right? Nobody wants to talk about those. Nobody wants to talk about. Look, here you go, Jacob. Blame the coach. And I think it's just we you know what, everybody wants. Well, no, it was the whole game was based on this one call, the last call of the game.
Yeah.
No, well, how did we get here? Yeah. How did we get down to be here, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like today. It's like we could have jumped on so many kids today for their mess ups, but what do we choose to do? Choose to encourage them, pat them on the back, tell them how to do things maybe the right way, right? How to handle that next play, and move on. That's it right here. Here we go. Romulus Ramirez. After Rory missed the putt to win on 18, his caddy told him, we would have taken this on Monday. Hell yeah. It's like he would have taken to be in this position for a playoff to win the Masters. And I think that's what's so fitting about it. I think as a coach, it's never about the championship. It's about the journey. It's about the journey. And you could tell that man had a lot of demons. And I think that's why I could sympathize. And I felt for him because that was pure, raw emotion. And I think all of us as being that guy, maybe on the side where the frustrated side, you just saw a guy that just the weight of the world has left the building.
Yep, bro. And so I'm telling you, bro, like caddies, people don't understand the importance of caddies, bro. But dude, and that's what and then going back to the initial question is on partners. Like you're right, bro. Like I know what's wrong with me on sometimes on being a partner, dude. It's just that sometimes, dude, it's like I'm like, what do you want me to tell you that basically either you don't know or whatever? Like it's my self-confidence that, hey, I'm my higher handed captain than you. What can I tell you to make you better? That's all. That's in a nutshell. In a nutshell, that's what it is, bro.
And I think that's the negative attitude you need to kick.
Yeah.
That I told you that a lot of people respect your golf game. And that's why they want to bet you, because you know what? Like they know that if anybody's played with you, they know how good you're capable of being. And we talk about partners because there's a great we got a great freaking event coming up on April 26th, on April 26th here at FOREBROS. The FOREBROS Nothing is OB Collab Golf Classic, 2-man, 6-man scramble, 6 hole scramble, 6 holes best ball, and then 6 holes alternate shot, which always bugs and gets people. At a great course, man. Did you see the picture today, bro? Did you see the picture today, or I think it was yesterday, about Golf Club of Texas, bro? Like
beautiful.
And I talk shit about Gateway to Robert all the time. I always say, "Oh, that's beautiful. What filter are you using?" And again, it's playful. Like, see, like sometimes some people, Jeremiah came back, "Or what filters GCT using?" And again, I said, I'm not trying to be ugly. I'm saying that, like, fuck, like I'm making, me, bro. Like, everything's lighthearted with me. I'm saying that. There's got to be a filter because it's green.
It's so beautiful.
It's so green, right? And I told you how beautiful Gateway was this past weekend. Well, it's like Golf Club of Texas having the same, like again, like the courses that are putting the TLC into it, they're reaping the benefits now. But if people think they did this shit yesterday, they're mistaken. This was planned months ago. This was planned in the off season. This was planned in the winter season. This was all preparation. So the courses that are reaping the benefits of their course looking amazing right now, it's not something that they just did yesterday. You know what? Yep. Bo and his crew are putting in tons of money and TLC and love into the course, and it shows. Same thing goes for Robert. Like, again, like these are guys, Zach too. Like these are guys that are, but not only are they great, like I guess managers, but the customers, these customer service there, dude. Like it's just. I mean, it's top.
But they just know how to improvise, right? They know how to keep up with times, keep up with what people are asking for. It's not one of these people that are just saying, "Hey, this is what it is. You don't like it? Too bad." No, hey, tell us how we could do better. That's what I like is when they're like asking the customers, "Tell us how we can do better."
And you know what?
I love that, dude.
And I give Bo LeHue at Golf Club of Texas a shitload of credit because dude responds to everybody, every criticism, every positive comment. And again, like I was talking about it with somebody today, bro. Somebody messaged me right on talking about some certain courses. And I said, you know what? It's a breath of fresh air when you see the GM or ownership on their own courses. Robert played with us Saturday. Bo is constantly on his course, present in the clubhouse. Dude is a presence. And then you have Zach, who's out there. Hey, I don't know if I should say this. He's taking shots with the members. He's out there, patrolling the course. He's out there making sure his patrons or his customers have a great time.
Yep.
And you know what? Like we were talking about other courses. Like I said, do you see managers such and such? Do you see them out on the course? Do you see them? Look, see Jacob and Yost, look. Bo lives upstairs.
Dude, it's a nice little setup, bro.
And hey, in all fairness, Bo lives on the course, right? Well, and so does Robert, right? So does Zach. They all have it. They all have it.
Bo and Steve live in the course.
And so it's just like we're talking about these other courses, right? And I said, do you see their general managers playing their own tracks? Do you see their CEOs on their own course? Tell me, Brucey, do you?
Don't.
Yeah, you don't. You don't.
You don't.
And you know when I've ran into many of these people at charity golf tournaments. That's when I ran into them. And I'm like, how come I see you more at these charity golf tournaments than I do at your own tracks? And of course, I see what it is like. I love concession stand food. Sure, I don't want to eat all the damn Rico's freaking concession stand food. When I'm there, I want to go home, and I understand, and I can get that. But it's always a breath of fresh air when you see these general managers on their own course. And Bo LeHue is one of the guys that he patrols his track. He always wants to make it improve it. And man, did you see they got a badass little sugar shack out there, dude? And he was naming it. Brucey, I'm surprised you didn't get in on the names.
I wanted to, bro, but since I didn't win the one at the course,
the course.
So you know what? I give up, bro. I'm not gonna, all my names, all my good names are all out there, dude. So somebody probably got one of my names, bro.
So right here, guys, make sure you check us out, guys. FOREBROS Tour and Nothing Is OB, South Texas Golf Podcast Collaboration Golf Classic, 2-man 666. It's going to be held on April 26th. No. Oh, yeah, Brucey needs a partner. Hey, Brucey,
I need a partner. Anybody listening who needs a partner, bro? I'm a 20, but I'm a lot better than a 20, bro.
I'll see. Look at you. Real quick in your words there.
I wanted to throw it out there.
Right here, to be held on April 26th at Golf Club of Texas, the beautiful Golf Club of Texas, at 12 p.m. Shotgun start. Bro, only $65 with food.
You can't beat
Green
that.
fee, range
Come
balls,
on, man. Get out of here, bro.
Top three course in the city. Get out of here, dude. And hey, big ups to the golf father, Jeremiah Sierra, for making this happen. $50 buy-in. For more information, all you got to do is call 210-313-3971. There's guys like Brucey that are looking for partners. And guys, it's a great time, great event. Food, the drinks, the course, the track, the range. Again, we've always said this, Golf Club of Texas is a vibe. Make sure, guys, you can come out and check us out. Check out FOREBROS Tour. Check out the podcast. It's a great time. Also, man, out there at the Golf Club of Texas, sponsored by FOREBROS and Nothing Is OB, a 9-hole tournament and 9 p.m. movie screening of Happy Gilmore 2, boy.
Let's go, baby. Can't wait, dude.
I can't wait. Bo's going to have it out there on the big screen. And for FOREBROS participants and their family only, free beer. And yes, Brucey, I'm going to buy you at least 6 Mike's Hard Lemonades, all right? 6. Yes. All right? Yes. So if you keep acting up, it's just like, hey, I'm going to take one down.
That's fucked,
bro. Again, one of the best golf movies, quotable golf movies. We're going to have free beer out there. Yes, it is the official beer of FOREBROS Tour, Michelob Ultra. We'll have a keg out there. And Nothing Is OB is providing that free of charge to all FOREBROS participants and members, and whoever they invite. All right.
Yep. And just so y'all know, man, that picture down there is the actual picture of me and Andy. He's helping me with my golf swing. So just so y'all know.
Hey,
bro, that
has to be me. I'm really dark.
That's what I said, bro.
That's going to be held this summer, Saturday, July 26th. Golf time, 6 p.m., 9 holes at one of the top 3 tracks, and movie time at 9 p.m. right there. Oh, look here, right there. Jacob Munoz, 6 Zimas.
And a pack of assorted Jolly Ranchers.
I hear Victor Angel, my brother. You guys rock. What's up, my brother? All the way from H-Town, baby.
Let's go.
Victor right here. That's my dog right here, guys. So, man, some great FOREBROS events coming up, dude, and some great tracks, bro. Like, okay, just to tell people a little bit, if you've never played a FOREBROS event, we play Comanche Trace. We have a river crossing. We play La Cantera. We play Coral. We play Kissing Tree. Golf Club of Texas.
Station.
Station, bro. Lackland. Like, bro, like our Our course schedule is for the heavyweights. It's not for the faint of heart. If you love golf, if you like getting around the city and playing some of the best, Silverhorn, you play Silverhorn too, like
Silverhorn too, yeah,
bro,
yeah.
like
Canyon Springs is coming up, bro.
we talk, and Canyon Springs. So we talk about the heavyweights that took place of the leaderboard at the Masters. FOREBROS Tour has the heavyweights in regards to courses on the schedule, and big ups to Jeremiah Sierra, the FOREBROS Tour board, who do some great things to provide for our members, because I'm a member of the board, and we get paid zero. We get paid zero to do it. We appreciate the GMs that work with us: Robert Vasquez, Bo LeCue, Jadon out at Silverhorn, Zach out at Alsatian, at Robert at Gateway. Like, man, like this, Anthony Cantu out at La Cantera. Like, we have some guys. We have some guys in our corner that really help us.
And like when they know you by name, right? Like when they know you by name, that's fucking badass, bro. When you can walk into a course and like they know you already, they know who you belong to. And it's like everybody always
they know who you belong to.
I know already. No, dude, but seriously, bro, dude. So when I talk to people say, "Oh, dude, I played La Cantera," and I played Corey, and I played. Yeah, I said, bro, how much did you pay? And they're like, "Oh, 150." And like, bro, 150. We get it for this.
We got a major at the Corey.
Yes, bro. I said, so not only do you play with the group, I said you get it for a little bit of like a lot of the discount. And I said, and then you meet a group of guys, bro. What else could you ask for? I don't ever want to play golf by myself. I can't play golf by myself, bro. I'm not gonna go pay 150 to go play by myself.
I can. I'm an only child. I can.
Oh, you used to pay by yourself, dude. With yourself, I mean.
Guys, don't forget, guys, we're presented by Maximum Demolition and Dismantling. Make sure you hit up our guy, owner-operator Lee Ramos, guys. He loves the game, hat golfer. Mission to Lago is his home course. He said he's ready to take Rudy Jaimes down. All right. Make sure you hit him up, guys. No job too big, no job too small. That is MaximumDemo.com, guys. Brucey, what's one thing, as we kind of wrap up the show, what's one thing you would like to see demoed from Augusta or from this past weekend?
The viewership, bro. The viewership on just giving everybody their equal part, bro. Just hey, like, dude, because dude, it's a disservice, dude. As good as Bryson was playing Thursday, Friday, and Saturday to get no coverage. He didn't notice, he didn't care. But for the rest of us, bro, like when I was hearing
Brucey, I think you took mine. Yes. I think you did. I don't know.
But I don't know. But it's like, dude, like, hey, dude, I didn't even know Patrick Reed was in the top whatever it was until I saw him on Sunday. Like, that's just to show you that, like, dude, there was no coverage. You're showing guys that are freaking +6 and +7s, and they're getting more coverage than a guy who's shooting 5 under, 6 under. Like, come on, bro, just do better. Do better, PGA. Do better, CBS. Just do better, bro.
Hello, what's your dog's name, Brucey?
It's Harper, bro.
Harper. Hey, look, even Harper's disgusted, bro. Even Harper's disgusted, bro. Harper wants to demo it too, bro. Man, Brucey, that's a great point, my brother, right there, dude. That's a great freaking point, dude. So, okay, so that's what you would like to demo. Now, yes, we are going to talk about who we're slapping right here with the Chancla this week, all right? Who are we going to slap right here? Okay, so now obviously there's nothing personal. It's going to be in the golf industry right here, right?
Right.
Well, I want to slap the manufacturers in regards to pricing on the equipment, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just it's getting out of hand, Brucey. Like, and you know what? What are we always shopping for? Like the best deal, like to not pay top prices. When is it going to stop, Brucey? When is it going to stop? Like a badass driver used to be $399. Then it was $499. Now it's $599. And now, bro, remember, what do they want to charge me for my driver, Brucey? They wanted to charge me $715 for my.
That's crazy, bro. Dude. And see, you brought up a good point, bro. That's why I'm telling you, bro, and make fun of me all you want, and I don't care, dude. But I will not buy retail, bro. It's like buying a car, right? You buy the car.
Why do you say I make fun? What do you say I make fun of you? That's what I want to slap.
Because
I want to slap. Hold on, I want to slap the golf manufacturers for continually raising the price on their freaking products.
Right. That's
what I want to slap. Courtesy of the Texas Chancla Studios, JesseHernandezLaw.com.
Yes, sir. And I think you made a great point. I'm telling you, bro. Like, if it was a big difference, I'd understand. But when they're let's say TaylorMade. Let's go use TaylorMade. When they're still saying that the Sim 2 is as hot as their newest drivers and the prices is way different, bro, come on, man. Like $300 or $400 difference. And I'm like, dude, I'll might as well stick with the Sim 2. What's the whole point of buying the QI35, the QI10 when this one's going to be way hotter, it goes further, it hits better, whatever the case is, bro. That's just my take on that too.
Okay, so I never diss you about trying to get a deal. So don't understand or buying used stuff. I never try to diss you. The thing, the shit I talk to you about it is that you're always trying to do like a lot.
Oh, okay.
When even that's why I give you a bunch of crap, because I'm like, bro, you finally get into a rhythm with your equipment, and then what do you want to do? You keep wanting to mess around with it, have 2 drivers in your bag, 2 putters in your bag, 2 shafts. Like I'm like, what is it that what are you trying to do? Like that's what I'm always like. I'm always confused about you.
Yeah, because I just don't practice, man. So if
But I'm not asking about practice.
But that's what I'm telling you. If I was to go out and practice, I would narrow down my shafts. I would narrow down. Don't want to stick with the Sim 2 or the Stealth 2. Don't want to use a blade putter or a mallet putter.
You wouldn't carry 17 clubs in your bag.
Exactly. I would stick to what I know, but I'm always undecisive because I don't go out and nip it in the butt. And I think that I'm going to go do it at a round that we're playing, but I can go do it at San Pedro or go do it somewhere else. And that's my problem, is that I don't do it where I need to be going doing it. So if I did it there, I'd take out a driver, take out this shaft, take out a wedge here because I already have this wedge, and so on and so on and so on. So that's
I think that's where a lot of like that's where I said that's where my criticism of you always wanting stuff or like new equipment. That's where it comes from. Because again, like I mean, how much have you, outside of my driver, how much have you seen me change my equipment?
It's been a while since you did your irons. You still use the same woods more or less. You still have your old faithful, that Callaway.
Oh, the old X hot, baby. And it still makes that ding. It still makes that ding noise. But again,
I just the Sasquatch.
Bro, okay. So I played golf 3 times last week, bro, and it was tough. Like right? It was tough. I hadn't done that in a while. Well, the guy I played with, bro, in the Central Catholic tournament, dude, he came with just a mix match, like hodgepodge bag of clubs, bro. And one of the drivers he had was like maybe not the Sasquatch, but the one either before, or not the Sumo, but it was the Sasquatch. The Sumo is the one that makes the weird noise, right? It was the one either before the Sumo or the after, right? But I'm over here like, what the hell's up with this guy? Wearing running shoes, bro. Dude could ball, dude. And I'm like this. I said, man, I hate guys like you. Like, because he was like, oh, my son's got my clubs, and I had to go to my dad's, and I just put these clubs together and brought them with me. And I'm over here like, that drives me insane. Like I have to have everything right just to suck, just to suck at golf. And this dude is one of the guys. Like, he had some old Titleist irons, bro. Like old Titleist irons. And dude, what is he doing? He's puring it, out driving me, and I'm just like, bro, dude, like, you're a real golfer. Like, I can't just get somebody else's bag and ball like other people do.
Yeah, dude. No, dude. And I do the same thing too, where like I'm more worried about my outfit, and Esther will look at me and she'll be like, go to the range. Like, don't be caring about what you're wearing. Go to the range, dude.
But you get there early enough.
I know, but I'm too busy trying to. Yeah. Oh, I'm putting up flags.
Oh, yeah. Hey. Or hey, you're dropping off keys that people forget in your truck.
Yeah. True.
Yeah. So just in case, it's always contingencies, right? Just in case you have to
always. That's why I would say I'd rather go early because I know something's about to pop off. I know somebody needs help. Someone's going to need this. Go pick up this person. So that's why I show up early, man.
All right, brother. As we count down and close out this, this podcast and the countdown to Quail Hollow coming up, which is supposed to be a bomber's paradise. Mm-hmm. What was your most favorite thing that maybe you love about the Masters and that you can't maybe wait until next year for it?
Again, dude, we just talked about it. the competitiveness, dude. I want to see these, how you talked about it, the heavy hitters just go at it, bro. I want to see the Brysons. I want to see Brooks going back to his capabilities. But you're right, you two were like, maybe some of these lip players aren't as hungry. But I want to see Cam back in the spotlight. I want to see just a all-out battle, bro. Like a battle royale where they're just, hey, one day Rory was this, and then Bryson took over, and then Koepka's coming in behind. And I just want to see how you talked about the heavy hitters playing a big factor in the top 10, top 5s is what I want.
Well, you know what? We got two of the best, the best majors in U.S. Open and the Masters, the best 2 out of the 3, like where we saw these guys go back and forth. It was incredible Sunday of golf. I heard Art didn't say it tonight, or maybe he did, but it was, you know, and I'm glad Art came on and, you know, got it right, you know, due to his reception and technical difficulties we had earlier. But he told me in a text before he agreed to be on the show tonight that I asked him, I said, so what do you think about the Masters? He said, it's right up there with Jack at 86 winning his last major. Dang. And I'm like, dude, I said, this guy's been covering golf for like close to 40 years, bro. And he's going to say that we potentially saw like one of the, if not the best Masters in all of his time covering it. He puts it up there with Jack in 86. He didn't say Tiger in 97. He didn't say Tiger in 2019.
That's crazy, bro.
That's crazy,
that
bro.
Is crazy, bro.
It's crazy. It was good right here. And Tony Castillo, the Masters app always steals the show. Well, okay, Tony, great point. I think it does, Tony, but I had a lot of problems with it buffering. I did at times. I had better reception watching it from my Hulu account, you know, watching just like the main feed, as opposed to I'm trying to watch some featured groups because I got some money on some of those groups, and it kept like it would play and then it would freeze. You know, so and I do think it's a badass app. It's a badass app.
It is, dude. I think it's badass because you can check your fantasy players. You can click on certain players. So you want to pick on certain players. I think the Masters app is a hell of a thing that people don't even know about, bro. And then like, you know, all the different viewpoints, you can see all the camera views. Fire, right, bro?
Yeah, great.
Best thing that's ever happened.
Great, great Masters app. It is. It's they do it differently, man. Augusta does it differently, and it makes it such a treat to watch. I don't think there's the other 3 majors, the U.S. Open, PGA, and the Open. They don't compare, bro. It all depends, I think, for the Open, what storied course that it takes place on, to maybe have some more, you know, nostalgia, right? Okay, so Brucey, who do you want to, or do you want to give anybody a shout out as we wrap up the show tonight?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I do, man. My little nephew's out in Colorado right now, bro. I know we're a golf show, dude, but I mean, I got to give him his stuff, man, and support, bro. So him and his my cousin and my nephew are out there in Colorado. He's got a big boxing match. He boxes tomorrow at 1 p.m., which is Mountain Time, so it will be 12 noon our time. He'll be fighting a guy from California or Vegas or something like that, bro. And I saw his stats, and cool dude, man. But again, bro, for everybody that traveled up there with him, for all of us that are down here, bro, he gave us a live the link that we can watch him live. So Jeremiah, blessed Hank Asas, congrats, bro, for making it up there. After this, if you win this one, you go to nationals, dude. So just represent Texas, represent Alice, represent your people down here, bro. We got you. We support you, man. And I'll see you out there. I'm gonna see you 12 noon on that live stream. So, dude, just do your thing, and may God be with you, bro.
Hey, man. Good luck to your nephew or your godson.
Nephew, bro. He's my little cousin, but they're all my nephews.
They're all nephews.
They're all my nephews.
Hey, they're Southside primos, right? Well,
yes,
good luck to your familia, brother. Now, all right, guys. So we talked about several things today, and you know, I want to bring this picture up here because I think this picture says everything. For me, I mean, it's not going to be such a personal shout out. I give it up to everybody that has struggled with something. And that everybody that has fought a battle and that's maybe lost, but I give credit to people who keep fighting, who keep battling, and keep showing up every day. I love what Rory said in his presser, that he wanted to show his daughter that he could do it and teach his daughter to keep believing and to keep reaching for her dreams. My dream was to start a golf podcast. My dream was to be a coach. My dream was to be a father. My dream was to be a husband, to have a home, to have a vehicle. And God has given me the ability to make these dreams come true. And so I see that. And yes, this is on a professional level, but you know what? I see somebody who's worked to the bone to make that dream come true. And so for all you out there that may be struggling with your dream, keep grinding. Keep grinding. I always tell you, Brucey, about what type of golf game I have. My golf game is I always grind, never give in, never quit, guys. And this is for our viewership, the people that support us. Guys, never give in. We're thankful to our sponsors right here. FOREBROS Tour, never golf alone again, guys. Hit us up on Unknown Golf, Facebook, and also on nothingisob.com, guys. And we're thankful to be presented. We're thankful to come from the Texas Chancla Studios, guys. Hit up JesseHernandezLaw.com. We talk about this. We talked about it for a good time. And yes, I'm taking a little bit here, but we talked about the relationships. This podcast has allowed us to make some great relationships with some of the best people, not people in golf, best people.
Yep.
We're thankful to have our presenting sponsor, Maximum Demolition and Dismantling, owner Lee Ramos, for him to say yes, that he wants to sponsor me. This guy sought me out. I'm so appreciative of it. We're appreciative of these relationships that we have.
Awesome,
guys,
dude.
Bro, great.
Happy Easter.
Show.
Happy Easter, guys. Happy Easter, man. So
it's coming, baby. Hey,
be safe on the roads. Be safe this weekend. Remember the good times.
Hey, he's coming.
Mm-hmm.
He's coming.
He is risen.
He's
it's
coming.
my birthday too on Sunday, bro, dude. So let's go.
Hey.
43.
Damn, you look way older than that. It must be all the drinking and smoking you do. The tanning. Remember, guys, in the game of life,
nothing is OB.